Ready to go? This is Corbin Carroll. That one outside. And we're underway here in the home opener. Up the middle. A sliding stop it short. Over to first. But he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Here's Gurriel. Inside. Ball one. Gurriel getting the start in center. Batting second in today's lineup. And he was born in Cuba. Chris, with that distraction and the speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 2-0. Ketel Marte up to the plate. First pitch misses.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And that's off the inside edge. Now 2 balls and a strike. Just missed. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Clase makes the grab, 1 away. Here's Elliot Ramos. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. They say it went.
0-2.
On the ground to third. Zips it across. 2 away.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Randall Grichuk stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Throw on to Olson. That ends the frame. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Ball 1 there.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Suarez makes the catch, and there's 1 down. Here comes Ozuna. Up to the plate. And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And now Matt Olson up to hit. And ball 1. Just missed.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Olson checks his swing, appeal to third. No swing. He held up. Carl Dixon with the call there. Here's the pitch to Olson. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track. Now it's Corey Seager. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that one hops the wall. Coming home. The relay to the plate. Not in time. He's safe.
Comes through with the RBI. And you connect and it jumps off your bat like that. You're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it. And
this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And out of here. He circles the bases. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 3-2. Austin Riley stands in now and watches strike one. That one's in there. 0-2. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground. And that one handled. Throws to first. And that is the inning. Back at Truist Park. And here is Josh Naylor. Sale back to work. There's a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. He gave up a couple of runs in the first. His offense picked him up. It's time for him to settle in now and throw up some zeros on that scoreboard.
Ground ball up the middle. On to first. One out in the second.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Next to hit for Arizona, Gabriel Moreno. Headed down the line. Clase towards the line. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Eugenio Suarez in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. He'll touch them all. And we're level. It's 3-3. Geraldo Perdomo now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
That misses the zone. The count now 2-2. That one missed. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Hit in the air, right field. Clase puts it away, and that is that. Back here at Truist Park, home of the Braves since 2017. These fans didn't experience a home postseason game a year ago, but the Braves did qualify as a wild card team before getting swept by the Padres.
Yeah, that was a tough series for Atlanta. They played a doubleheader for seeding purposes the day after the regular season was scheduled to finish.
Gets it to first and quickly one away in the second. And stepping in is the speedy Jonathan Clase. Line drive, hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And now the 0-1. And it finds its way through for a hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Harris at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. Carroll makes the grab, and that is the third. Back here in Atlanta, on to the third inning. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Corbin Carroll. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Makes the grab, 1 down. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
That one finds the zone, and the count even at 1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
2-2 count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's out to center field. Reaching down, makes the catch. Here's Ketel Marte. First pitch swinging.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
And the lefty kicks, delivers. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Takes it in for the out.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Ripped, but it curls foul. 1 down, base is empty. Moreno makes the grab, 2 down. And here's Corey Seager to hit.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanic.
This one's fair, down the line and left. And it's going to be extra bases. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
That misses. 2-0. Seager at second with 2 down. That one missed. Now 3-0.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Handles, throws to first. And Albies is retired. And we're back. Start of the fourth. And now it's going to be Elliot Ramos. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Ramos, 25 years old, usually in left, but today he's starting in right field. Just missed.
Well, the big play, in my opinion, from right field is that throw from right field to third base. Longest one in the game, and you got to have a pretty strong arm. Hopefully he can play that one hop nicely if he has an opportunity to throw out a runner.
Kelnick makes the catch. One away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
1 out, base is empty. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That one is upstairs.
2 strikes.
And now the count is even. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Here's Josh Naylor. Grounded out his first time. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And a swing and a miss. Back at Truist Park. Now the third baseman, Austin Riley. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
And that gets down in the corner. Around first and hustling for second, and he's got a leadoff double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. I love that swing, and I'm sure his hitting coach does even more. Took a pitch right on the low outside corner of the zone and just ripped it for a base hit. And that's easier said than done.
And another ball.
Not showing great command so far in this at-bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
Into the outfield, base hit. Here comes Riley. He'll score and they tie it.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Didn't get cheated on that swing and squared it up perfectly. Came off the bat at 111, and when that's the case, the odds are very much in your favor as a hitter.
That's inside.
That's inside.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Started after it. Appeal to third. Didn't go. Kelnick on at first. Nobody out.
I can't lose, ball.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Drake Baldwin getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a foul ball. Slides, but it gets by him. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
That's back-to-back singles for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
looks like trouble. Headed for the plate. One run is in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Back-to-back base hits. A triple into the opposite field gap. That gets me going right there. Just a perfect swing, man. Like he was still taking BP or something. And then instantly transitions into a base runner. Great hustle to get all the way around to third.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game. And looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Ramos snags it. Runner tags from third. Indy scores the runner from third, and they're up by 3. Here's Matt Olson down.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job to drive in that run from third. Well, really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Next offering is in for a strike. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Back here in Atlanta, we go to the top of the 5th, and here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. And there's a ball. And that one wrapped foul. Line drive. Hauls it in for the out.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Bounce to the right side. Olson handles the chance. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. 2 down, base is empty. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Check swing, called strike. The Braves leading by 4, and we're at the top of the 5th. Perdomo started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he held up. The shortstop takes a ball. That one the other way. Albies. And Arizona is set down 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the shortstop. Corey Seager. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
You know, these Braves, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Man at first. Now here is Ozzie Albies. Ball 1 there.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Carroll hustling after it. And he makes the grab. And there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Riley in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. And that one fouled off. Seager at first, 1 gone.
That's ball 2. 2-1.
The next pitch misses. 3 balls and a strike.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Fights it off. He'll see another. foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Fair ball. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Here's Jarred Kelenic.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
And it one-hops the wall. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just an awesome swing of the bat, quick hands, and just launched the baseball. 108 on the exit velocity. Man, that is coming off the bat pretty good. I know he's feeling good about it.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Back to the mound. He's got it. And there's two away. And the batter now, Drake Baldwin. He's 2 for 2. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. They limit. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the center fielder, Corbin Carroll. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He's already homered in this game. Joe Jimenez on the pitch out of the pen. Here, he's into the game with the bases empty. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 2nd inning. So up next, Ketel Marte. And that one pulled foul. And that's down and away.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Thomas leads off first with 1 away. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it stays fair. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Two on, 1 out.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
And 1 and 2. And a good eye there.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
In the dirt, and that's ball 3. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Kelenic sizes this one up. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and it's 8-4. Randal Grichuk now 0 for 2 in this one. In there for strike one.
Oh, 1.
2 outs. And that misses. And the count is 1-1. That's down and in. A slider missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom 6. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Michael Harris II. And first offering is fouled off. Suarez brings it in, and there's 1 down. Here's Marcell Ozuna.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Nelson. He's got some good and some bad. The positive is he doesn't walk very many guys. But, Chris, the problem is that he is prone to giving up some homers. Toss to Naylor. 2 up, 2 down.
And it's flip a coin, because the good thing is that you can bring a guy like this in with the bases loaded and not worry about walking in a run. But on the other side, if he gives up one of those homers, it counts for 4.
Did not go. The 1-0.
That's a ball.
Right through there for a strike. That one missing inside. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter, to track.
And it's through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Suarez throw to first in time. And Seager. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. And now it's Josh Naylor. Jimenez back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Jimenez in his 8th season, 30 years old now, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Swings and misses. That is strike 2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one drilled left field. Reaching down, makes the catch. 2 outs, base is empty. Eugenio Suarez stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And that is out of play. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next one in the dirt.
2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt. That misses the zone. 3-2 now. Breaking ball in there. Got him. Bottom of the 7th. Now in for the Braves. Ozzie Albies. And that's a base hit. So a man at first. Austin Riley next up for the Braves. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. No swing, says Freddie Ferguson. Albies gets his lead at first with nobody out. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away. So digging in, Jared Kelenic. Check swing, called strike. Man at first, one away. And it's even up. In the air to left down the line. Thomas running hard to get it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. And Eric Summersgill punches him out. That's a strikeout. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jonathan Clase. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a miss.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Ground ball left side. Throws to first in time. That's the inning. Back at Truist Park. We're at the top of the 8th. And now Geraldo Perdomo. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Harris has a beat on it. And it's caught for the out. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Corbin Carroll. 1 for 3. Pitching change here, Anthony Banda.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Inside, and it's 1-0. Strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. The Braves leading by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. Just misses with that one.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and there are 2 outs. Check swing, now an appeal to third. He went around, according to Carl Dixon. Just missed. That one ripped. Way back there. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And
let's do this.
Back here in Atlanta, bottom of the 8th. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 away. So up next, Michael Harris II. Carroll ranges back. That one is gone. A solo shot. It's 9-4. And now Marcell Ozuna. Out to short, Perdomo. Over to first. Ozuna is out. 2 down, base is empty. And next for Atlanta, Matt Olson. that one back. It's a bomb. So he blasts one out the other way. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 10-4. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. And it's fouled away. And that's in the dirt. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Right through there, got him. Inning over. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from Pierce Johnson into the game.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In the air, left field, down the line. Kelman pulls it in on the run.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
1 down, base is empty. And it's 1-1. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway. Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away. Josh Naylor stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And first offering is fouled off. That's a little bit low. Runners at 1st and 2nd with 1 gone. Throw back in, holds the runner at 3rd. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away. Gabriel Moreno, the next to hit. Yeah, there's the strike. That one close, ruled a ball. And 1-1. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Harris makes the grab on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Suarez at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Check swing, he held up. 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. 2 outs, bases are full. And that is downstairs. And the count is 3-1.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
1 strike away. That is ball 4, and that'll bring home a run.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He's got it. Ball game.